So, we're actually still in the tournament. Our last two matches have been awful, to say the least. We played bad. We have talked each other out of answers. We have done everything, and our opponents have gotten their strike both times, and we've not gotten enough points to survive. So our goal tonight, not really win. I would like to win. I would like to shock the entire tournament and keep running. But what I would like to do is pick numbers in round 3. That's what I would like to do because we have a streak that no one else has, and that's the most knockouts. Like, we've been knocked out twice back-to-back matches. So let's just go out there. Let's go play our game. Take it easy. Use your repeats early because you may not even – it doesn't matter. If you need it, grab it. Okay? So let's go play them. Don't take them lightly, but show them what you know. Let's go.
No.
I showed up. It was him. I showed up.
We found ourselves in another tournament, so I guess maybe if we win this, we will earn our manager back. But until then, I think Antonio and Tyler are great players. It's crazy to me that they are now underdogs in this match. So we're definitely not going to take them lightly. And but unfortunately, we have business to take on further on in this tournament. So sorry, guys. Good luck.
Everything he said. Looking forward to it. Should be a fun match. Let's do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Multiplex Movie Warzone Teams Tournament. I am your host, Cameron Holzman. We've got a great match today between Excommunicado, which is Tyler Butler and Antonio Chavez, versus Matt Quaylar and Thomas Eanes as Second Reel. That's their team name. Had a bit of a brain fart there. But no, this is going to be a great match. Like was said, Second Reel, as we know, former team champions, very strong team, number 2 seed. Excommunicado on a run of, unfortunately, really bad luck, coming as the number 15 seed. I think a much better team than their record would say. But with that being said, we are going to get right into the match. So we will bring in all of our competitors, and we'll get into round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work as it always does. You're going to get 8 different questions in 8 different categories. You have about 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you do not. At the end of all 8 questions, if you have answered all 8 correct, you will be issued a bonus question worth an additional 1 point. No stealing is available because obviously you're all answering the same questions. Both teams have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we get going?
Cameron, has Second Reel not made enough of an impression on you yet that you forget our name?
I think it's more that I just try to forget the pain it caused me. So your first question comes in the category of action adventure. What type of location does Dalton work at in Roadhouse? This is a movie that I know very little about, other than it stars that one guy who dances dirtily. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tyler.
Is that bar?
And Thomas.
Also said bar.
And Antonio.
A bar.
And Matt.
A bar.
That is correct. Thank goodness none of you wrote he works at a roadhouse. I don't know what I would have done. Your next question comes in the category of Westerns. Ernest Borgnine and William Holden star as aging outlaws in what 1969 Sam Peckinpah Western? Very wordy question in everyone's favorite category, Westerns, where, you know, it's all about old America most of the time. My favorite thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Thomas.
The Wild Bunch.
And Antonio.
I just guess one of my dad's favorites, The Shootist.
And Matt.
The Wild Bunch.
And Tyler.
Wild Bunch.
The Wild Bunch is correct. Score is now 4-3 as we get into the next category of comedies. Blockers centers around the main character's daughters attending what event? Blockers, that movie that hilariously features comedic legend John Cena chugging a beer through his rectum. Hilarious. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Matt.
High school prom.
And Tyler.
Prom.
And Thomas.
Prom.
And Antonio.
Prom.
All correct. As we get to the halfway point in round 2, comes in the category of directors. Who directed Bird, Changeling, and White Hunter Black Heart? That last movie sounds problematic if it was... I don't know. I'm trying to banter. I don't like bantering alone. I need a co-host, but no one was available. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Matt. Or Antonio. Matt. No, yeah, Matt. Sure, Matt.
Clint Eastwood.
Antonio.
Clint Eastwood.
And Tyler.
Clint Eastwood.
And Thomas.
Clint Eastwood.
All correct. I'm losing my mind. I don't know how to host by myself. Next question comes in the category of drama. What 90s film features the song Jessie's Girl playing during a drug deal gone wrong? I will say I have seen the film that this occurs in. And I literally told Boatman the other day, I will never hear this song the same way again because of this movie when he asked me this question. 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the
2.
question.
All right, that is second reels. First repeat. The question, once again, in the category of drama. What 90s film features the song Jessie's Girl playing during a drug deal gone wrong? Ian's doing every host's favorite thing, trapping me into more banter while I'm alone. It was already bad enough, and it's been made so much worse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we start with Tyler.
Said movie Go.
And Thomas.
I said Usual Suspects.
And Antonio.
I don't know. Fear and Loathing, Las Vegas.
And Matt.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights is correct.
Damn.
One of Cody's favorites.
As we get to your next question, in the category of biopics, Salma Hayek played what real-life painter in a 2002 biopic? And I will say we do need first and last name. Haha, everyone feels like they might be happy, and then you throw in the old, we need the person's full name.
No.
And the cries of no. I appreciate it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Thomas. And we start with Eanes.
Frida Pindar.
And Antonio.
Frida Kahlo.
And Matt.
Frida.
And Tyler.
I just said Frida.
Frida Kahlo is correct. Antonio, the only one getting a point. Score is currently 9-8. As we get to the next question, Oscars. What song from Judas and the Black Messiah won the most recent Best Original Song Oscar? No joke. While I was at work today, there were no kids. And I sat there and went, hey, what won Best Original Song last year? And then I opened this document and saw that that was the question. I was like, oh boy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Matt first.
Rise Up.
And Antonio.
I had a blank board, nothing.
And Thomas.
I said Stand Up. Rise Up.
And Tyler.
Got nothing.
The song is called "Fight for You."
Hmm.
"Fight for You." "Stand Up" being a song nominated 2 years ago for a different film. But "Fight for You" is the correct answer. So we get to our final question, as there are no perfect rounds. In the category of crime, how many biological children does Vito Corleone have in The Godfather? And because I have said The Godfather, I expect Kurt Kolakowski to arrive out of nowhere and save me from the tragedy that is solo hosting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Antonio.
I believe it is 4.
And Thomas.
4.
And Tyler.
I said 3.
And Matt.
4.
4 is correct. So as we come out of round number 1, the score is second reel with 11. Excommunicado close behind with 9. So you're going to get into round number 2. Round number 2, as always, is our lovely wheel round. I'm going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. The wheel has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The team in the lead can choose whether they would like to spin first or defer. Whichever team spins, if they like what they get on the first spin, they can spin again, unless they land on spinners or opponent's choice. Otherwise, whatever they spin on the second spin, they are stuck with. They will get 5 questions from whatever category they get, worth 2 points apiece, or you can go to multiple choice for 1 point. But reminder that stealing is available, so if you get it wrong, the other team can take your points away. Well, not take your points away, but just take the points that are available. The categories on the wheel today are second reel strengths of 90s and 2010s horror, Excommunicado strength of 90s sports and Steve McQueen, as well as 2000s sci-fi fantasy, romance, actors and actresses, and as always, spinners and opponent's choice. So with that being said, second reel, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Go with what we said.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll go ahead and go first.
Going to go first. A rare decision from the team that gets to choose. But that being said, second reel, your first spin is away.
We get to pick a color, right?
Nope, that's a different league. You land on Steve McQueen. Sometimes I can't tell if you're joking.
Yeah, I think we can make our way through it, but there's a lot of better things on the wheel. So
yeah, spin again.
Spin again. All right. Whatever you land on this time, you are going to be stuck with. And you land on sci-fi fantasy by the narrowest of margins. All right. Second reel, I will be giving you your questions in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Your first question. Max von Sydow plays a character known only as the Tracker in what 90s fantasy film?
Any idea?
Probably gonna need multiple.
5.
Multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Meet Joe Black, B, What Dreams May Come, C, The Devil's Advocate, or D, City of Angels.
I think it's 12. That's the only one I know for sure he's in.
Say go with your gut.
4.
What Dreams May Come, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. What magazine does Walter work for in 2013's The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
I think it's isn't it a Life magazine?
Is it Life or is it Time?
No, it's not Time.
Then yeah, I think it might be
Life. Yeah, Life magazine, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, David and Frank are on a mission bound for what planet?
That I do not know off top.
I only have a guess. I wouldn't be sure at all.
Me too. Definitely cut to multiple just to be.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Your options are A, Venus, B, Mars, C, Jupiter, or D, Saturn.
37 was my guess, but like I said, I have no assurance involved.
Me too. So I mean, if we're
go
thinking,
with it?
yeah, go with it.
4,
Saturn, final answer.
2. That is incorrect. Excommunicado for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Venus, B, Mars, C, Jupiter, or D, Saturn?
Pretty sure it's Jupiter, right?
Okay.
All right. Jupiter, final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. What is the name of the android played by Ian Holm in 1979's Alien?
It's Ash.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go with it?
Yep.
Ash.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in sci-fi fantasy. What science fiction film is about a civilian diving team that encounters an aquatic alien while on a mission to discover why a nuclear sub has sunk?
I'll let you take this one, Thomas.
It's The Abyss. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of their round, second reel getting themselves up to 18. Excommunicado with a 1-point steal, getting themselves up to 10. As we bring back up the wheel and bring in Mr. Cody Newberry for Excommunicado's first spin.
Pains me to hear an alien question.
On romance. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Gosh, there are no two. These two are big lovers, but we're gonna roll again.
All right. Yeah.
All right, spinning again. Whatever they land on, they will be stuck with.
I mean, they just got an alien question.
And they land on Steve McQueen.
Can you get a score count real quick, please?
It is 18-10.
Okay.
Just do your best. We'll survive as well as you can. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Excommunicado. I will also be giving you your questions and Steve McQueen because I'm the only one here. So your first question. Who plays the wealthy William Slade in The Cincinnati Kid?
I'll know it if I hear the name.
Go multiple choice then if you need to know.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Edward G. Robinson, B, Carl Malden, C, Rip Torn, or D, Fred McMurray.
It's A.
Go ahead.
Yeah, A, final answer.
That is incorrect. Second reel for a chance at a 1-point steal. Is it A, Edward G. Robinson, B, Carl Malden, C, Rip Torn, or D, Fred McMurray?
Any of those pop out at you?
Maybe D?
That one kind of actually popped out at me too.
Okay.
D, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We are looking for Rip Torn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Rip Torn. All right. Second question. In The Great Escape, James Coburn's character is from what country?
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I know. Damn. I feel like I'll know it on multiple choice.
Okay, go multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Poland, B, Australia, C, Ireland, or D, Scotland.
I think it was Australia.
Okay, we'll go
All
with
right.
that.
Australia, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Who directed The Towering Inferno?
John Guillermin. How do you say it?
Damn. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how to say his name. But you want to go with that? Just
Yeah.
All right, go with it, man.
Yeah, John Guillermin. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
I also wouldn't know how to perfectly pronounce the name, and I can see it written down. Your next question. What McQueen film is about a U.S. military squad who must hold off a German invasion for 48 hours while waiting for reinforcements?
Don't know this offhand. Like,
Yeah. I think I might have an idea with multiple choice.
okay.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Never So Few, B, Hell is for Heroes, C, Soldier in the Rain, or D, The Honeymoon Machine.
I don't know why Hell for Heroes is coming up for me.
You go with that one. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So yeah.
All right. B, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good job, man.
And your final question in Steve McQueen. In 1958's The Blob, the part of the blob that initially sticks to Barney attaches to what part of his body?
Ooh. Ah, fuck. I haven't seen this one in a while.
Here. So yeah, I'll go multiple choice, right?
All right. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice again.
So far, been good.
Multiple choice options are A, hand, B, face, C, leg, or D, chest.
Like offhand, I'm thinking, yeah, like hand or leg, but I don't know for sure.
5.
What was your first thing? Let's go hand then. Hand.
Yeah, hand. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of round number 2, I have second reel at 18, Excommunicado at 15 as we get into the third and final round, which, as always, is our pick your poison round. We have got 8 different categories. Our competitors are going to get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. We will start with the team that is behind, and they will answer questions until they have either caught up or have been mathematically eliminated. We go until one team wins or all the questions have been used. The categories that our teams can pick from today are 90s, comic book movies, musicals, actors and actresses, 70s, war, 80s, and classics. So we will allow our teams to pick what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. Second reel has chosen their 1 in war, their 2 in 80s, their 3 in 90s, and their 4 in comic book movies. Whereas Excommunicado has chosen their 1 in 80s, their 2 in actors and actresses, their 3 in comic book movies, and their 4 in 90s. We will start with Excommunicado as they are behind. I will be giving you your questions because I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm the only one here, and I really wish I wasn't. So that being said, your first question will come in the category of 80s for Antonio. Your question: who plays Jesus in The Last Temptation of Christ?
I believe that is Willem Dafoe.
That is correct for 1 point. We will stick with you for the 2 in actors and actresses, which will be played, which will be taken by Tyler. Who has played a World War II captain, a prison guard, and a real-life astronaut? Five, 4, 3.
Tom Hanks. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And just a reminder, solo questions, we don't need final answer.
Okay.
You're all good. So we are now tied 18 apiece, so we will go over to second reel for their 1 point question. The category of war for Thomas. Your question in the category of war. Who directed the Vietnam War film Born on the 4th of July?
Oliver Stone.
That's correct for 1 point. So we will bounce back over to Excommunicado for their 3 point question in the category of comic book movies. Your question, Excommunicado. Who plays airplane mechanic PV Peabody in The Rocketeer?
So it's like the guy that like helps him, right? The
Yeah.
guy isn't that Alan Arkin?
Yes. Okay, good. Thank God you said it. Yes.
Alan Arkin. Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
His face was in my head. Oh.
So we go back to second reel for the 2-pointer in 80s. If Matt hits this, the score will be tied. Your question, Matt, in the category of 80s. What 1986 film features characters known as Viper, Jester, and Merlin?
Top Gun.
That is correct for 2 points. We also would have accepted the highly overrated Top Gun as an acceptable answer.
Ooh.
Yay.
Scores all tied up, so we will stick with second reel as they have more questions. So second reel, your 3-point question in the category of 90s. What 90s film is about a British soldier kidnapped by IRA terrorists who befriends one of his captors?
I think I know it, Thomas.
What do you think?
It is The Crying Game.
Actually, sounds right.
5.
The Crying Game. Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
Good pull.
So we are now in the situation where Excommunicado must hit their 4-pointer. If they hit their 4, they will send it back to second reel. Otherwise, second reel will win. I believe Excommunicado still has all 3 repeats left. So your 4-point question in the category of 90s. What is the name of the afterlife that Daniel is sent to in defending your life?
I have never seen this movie or even heard of it. So
I know the movie. I downloaded it. I still haven't seen it. Just might as well use that. I know it's a comedy. I think I know that. So let's just use our repeats.
all right, so repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. What is the name of the afterlife that Daniel is sent to in defending your life?
All right, so what would be some funny names? It's the one with Albert Brooks, I think. I know that.
Talk about overrated.
5.
Repeat.
Second repeat, you have 1 left. What is the name of the afterlife that Daniel is sent to in defending your life?
Shit. Do we think it should be something funny, or should it be something like playing like The Great Beyond or something?
Yeah, that, the ever after, or whatever. Yeah.
3.
Last one.
2. All right, that is your final repeat. What is the name of the afterlife that Daniel is sent to in defending your life?
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Just go with generic. All right. The Great Beyond. Final answer.
4. And your winners. Second reel. We were looking for Judgment City. Judgment City was the answer. This was a great match all around, but we will get right into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finishers, Excommunicado. Excommunicado, obviously losing doesn't feel great, but this is the best you guys have played in a while. How are you guys feeling?
Fuck Kaleb Boatman. Like, fuck you. You like Albert Brooks. The rest of the community doesn't. You plan that no one knows of defending your life. The only people who knew defending your life because you've brought it up so many times. But at the end of the day, this team played really well. They took comic book movies for 4. We held in. We made them play their game. I said a 90s movie could pop up and like could be in your wheelhouse. It's not. I'm sorry. I don't know what I could have put in there. If it was 80s, it would probably be an Albert Brooks movie from the 80s. So, who knows? But at the end of the day, like this team, I put this team together. I thought this team would work. It didn't work as well as we wanted it to work. They survived the rounds where they had to. When they got Steve McQueen, I kind of put Steve McQueen on the wheel for him because everything they were throwing out was pretty much strengths for second reel, and I just couldn't have that going on. So, yeah, I think they'll both have new partners coming the next year. But overall, I think they played as well as they could. They didn't get knocked out, so that was what I'm proud of. They played really well. They started talking. The Great Beyond was a fine guess. Tune into our Patreon after this because I'm going to send somebody to the Great Beyond. No, I'm just kidding. No, but this is a lot of fun. You guys did good. Anything you guys want to say before?
I'm just glad, we made it to round 3, and I don't think I'm surprised we actually were able to work through McQueen as much as well as we did, and I don't think there's anything else we could have really done. Yeah. I do want to watch that movie now. That's it.
Tyler doesn't talk, so I'm gonna just add one more thing. If you're gonna play a movie Warzone, watch musicals and watch Howard Brooks.
Sure. Right.
All right. That is the end of their post-match interview. So we'll now go to our winners, second reel. Guys, that was a great match. Very close. How are you guys feeling?
I think you enjoy the banter of just you talking to the camera. Don't lie. You like it. You don't need anyone else there.
I like the attention. I just don't like what I have to try and say when I'm alone.
Next time, maybe get like a funny hat or like a puppet or something. That way you can just kind of be like going back and forth. But other than that, it was great. I think Antonio and Tyler played a really good game. I mean, I've watched Defending Your Life like 3 times, and I don't know if I would have pulled that, to be honest with you right now. So that was a 4-pointer. So,
I think we mixed up our code there. I thought we were saying Jupiter. We ended up saying Saturn. We need to. No, seriously, it was a good match. They played a hell of a match. They just got a tough 90s question for the 4-pointer, and hey, it happens to all of us. I look forward to moving forward in this tournament, but I know there's a lot of people that we haven't faced yet, and I'm, kind of eager to test our skill against them. I'm not sure.
Yes. Speaking of people you haven't faced yet, I am allowed to tell you who you are potentially playing in your next match. So you will be playing the winner of either the number 10 seed, Not My Tempo, which is Mark Menchaca and Dylan Van Thine, a team you have never played, or you'll be playing a different brand new team who you've never played, the number 7 seed, The Clash at Demon Head. So, thoughts?
When does that record?
Well, either way, I mean, I know Clash is a really good team. They've given us a run for our money a couple of times now, so it'd be fun to play them again, give them another shot. But it'd also be good to play a new team. So I look forward to watching that match.
Nobody wants to see more Kingsman versus Kingsman matches this season. That's all I'm saying.
As a Kingsman,
that means Koho won't be able to manage us.
Hey.
Well, all right. With that being said, we are going to wrap things up here. Great match from both teams. Really close all throughout. Let's just get this over with. I have been Cameron Holzman, and on behalf of Tyler Butler, Antonio Chavez, Matt Quaylar, Thomas Eanes, and Cody Newberry, this has been Movie Warzone. Thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.